Catherine here with Catherine's Plate. Today I have my daughter Rianna with me. She really wants to learn how to make pasties. Now this dish has been in my family for a very long time. I like making them. I like the simplicity of how to make them. So we're going to go ahead and get started making them, and also as she's my sous chef over here, I'm going to be telling you some stories about it. So we're going to go ahead and get started. All right, Rianna, what veggies are we going to put inside the pasty today?
Carrots, potatoes, and 1 yellow onion.
All right, so this is going to be for 2 pasties that we're going to make. We cut them in half, and that's plenty for 4 people. So for that, we're going to use 3 carrots. So go ahead and pull out 3 carrots and start peeling them. All right, y'all, I remember when I was a child, we would drive. Didn't everybody drive when they went on vacation, right? Especially years and years ago. This was probably the 1970s. Showing my age a little bit. All right, so we would drive all the way to Michigan, in Iron River, Michigan, okay? And that's where my grandparents lived. And I always remember when we would go to the lake, we always had pasties. Now, my mom and my grandmother and aunts and that, they would get up really early in the morning and make these pasties, cook them, and then they would wrap them up in some tin foil, and when we got to the lake, that's what we had for lunch. So as the kids went around swimming and just going around the lake and things like that, and the parents and all of the relatives would sit around the fire talking, when it got to lunchtime, they would put those pasties on the fire and warm them up. I remember that memory because, I mean, it was always fun because you'd get your little pack and you could eat your own pasties. So it was really fun. Alright, so you're going to take your knife, cut off the ends. Alright, so inside a pasty, when you have these veggies, they're going to be diced very small, okay, because we want to be able to put all of it inside of it. So we're going to make them very small. And I'm going to show her how to do one, and then she's going to do the other 2. Alright, let's switch places for a minute. Alright, so we're going to take a carrot, and we're just going to cut it in half so we can manage it. And then what you want to do is slice it long ways. Just be careful, we'll get there. And then we want to cut that until we have kind of 4 sticks right there. Now, depending on how thick your carrot is, like on this one, I'll probably do more little shoestring size. And then we're just going to dice them up. We're going to try to keep them on the board though. It's pretty thicker than that side right there, so I'm going to do 2 of them on this one, just to keep them all consistent. Alright, got it?
Yeah.
Alright, there you go. Just be careful. This is passed down through a lot of generations, and so she really wanted to be able to make these also, so I was kind of happy to know that. My grandfather, he worked in the mines in Michigan, and so my grandmother would make these in the morning for him, and it'd already be cooked, and he would wrap it up, and then they were called like little pocket sandwiches, kind of like, I guess, you pulled it out of your pocket at lunchtime, and they would eat them like that because the mines were miles and miles. Okay, so he would be in the mines somewhere, and they just couldn't just pop up and go to a fast food restaurant or have their pail lunches. I mean, they literally couldn't take that stuff with them. So this is what they would take. It was just a fascinating story for me to hear about my grandfather. Doing a good job there.
Thank you.
Right, so we're going to be using 2 russet potatoes, just your medium size. They don't have to be anything big. So she's going to peel these. You know how to peel potato?
Yes.
All right, go ahead. All right, so you take your potato, and we're going to start with 1/2 of it. So just do about 1/4 inches, you know, that's about 1/4 of an inch right there. And go all the way down. And we're going to make like shoe sticks again, right? Right, did you get that?
I did.
So we're going to take this, scoop it all up, and put it into our water, the carrots. All right. All yours. All right, so our potatoes are all done. Now we're going to start on our onion dice. And so she's going to cut off both ends of the onion. Watch your fingers. Stand it on its end. Cut it in half. Watch your fingers. All right. And now what you're going to do is, you got that one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You do that one. Take out the outer layer. All right, now you got your 1/2 onion here, and there's the cut end. So what we're going to do is about 3/4 of the way to the other end. We don't want to cut it all the way through. We're just going to do like slices. And then we're going to kind of stand it on its end there. This is a very small onion, so we're probably going to just do one. So you're going to slice all through those cuts about 3/4 of the way down. And if you can get another one in there, you can do another one. About 3/4 of the way down. All right, lay it back down, and then you're just going to drag your knife through it, and there's your dices. All right, so we'll leave that in right there. Okay, so now make sure those are all cut up, and then we'll put them in your bowl. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to rinse these vegetables off a little bit, and then drain them, and then we're going to be right back to finish up this pasty. Alright, so Rianna has rinsed off of our vegetables here. We just put them on top of a paper towel just to kind of get any more moisture out of them. So you're going to go ahead and just yank that out of there carefully. And then we're going to start adding everything else to it. Alright, so we have a pack of ground beef here, and what we're going to do is add 1/2 of this, which is 8 ounces. Right now this is 16 ounces, so we're going to do 1/2 of it. Alright. Now if you want to do 2 tablespoons of parsley. I think she's getting excited. School starts back in 2 weeks. Maybe she's getting excited because she's going to go try to get her driver's license next week.
Oh boy.
She's nervous as heck. She's got her time and date set to go and take her driving test, her actual driving test. So she's anxious for that. She's got a lot of stuff going on. All right, so now you want to open up your salt and pepper. All right, now what she gets to do now is mix all of this together. So, all right, we'll be right back. Alright, so now we're ready to start our pie crust here. Now I use the pre-made pie crust that you put in the refrigerator, and they come rolled up like this. So we're just going to cut off the top there. I'm going to use some parchment paper here, and then we're going to roll it out. Alright, we're going to get a rolling pin here and just kind of roll out the ends a little bit. Alright, did you catch all that? Because yours is the next one. Alright, so now what we're going to do is, since these are 2 pie crusts that we're going to be using, we're going to divide our mixture in half and put 1/2 of it right here, okay, on just one side of the crust. And keep a crust line on the outside here, so that way when we flip it over, we can crimp it all the way around the sides.
Now?
All right, I have preheated my oven at 350 degrees. All right. Wow, didn't that look good? Looking good so far, huh? And we'll leave the rest of it for the other one. All right, so now that we have everything in our pie shell here, halfway, I'm gonna take a bouillon cube. What this does is just add a little more beefy flavor to it. And I'm gonna put this in the Ziploc bag here and beat the heck out of it. I'm gonna beat the heck out of it because I can't open it right now.
It's good therapy.
It's good therapy. All right. In it goes. Okay. I use the end of it right here. All right. A little bit of this goes a long way. So this was 1 cube. So I'm just going to take half of it out, and so that she can use the other half on hers. And then just put little pieces of it, sprinkle it on. Here we go. All right, the last thing that's going to go in there is some butter. Just a pat of butter. Take that pat and just kind of place it around. All right, now we're ready to seal this. So I'm going to take it about halfway in there. Pull it all the way over to the other side there. Pinch it down. I'm going to just like that. So this will seal it and keep all those juices from running out. Okay? All right. Last step, just take your knife, make 3 slits across the top. These are vent holes to allow the steam to escape. Now we're going to place this on our pan. There we go. We'll put it all the way to the end, because the other one is going to go right here. All right. And she's going to be ready to make the next one. So now we're going to fold the paper right here, just kind of get it out of this way. All right, we're ready to get these in the oven. It was set at 350 degrees for 1 hour. We're looking for a nice golden color and flaky crust. So we'll be back. All right, everyone. It's been an hour. We took our pasties out. Look how pretty they look. All right, what do you think?
Looks very good.
Looks very good. Are you ready to try one?
I am.
All right. This one looks like it's ready to come apart. He's like ready. All right. So. Oh. Do y'all see? Carrots and potatoes, and there's some parsley and the meat. Look at that flaky crust. Look at that. Oh. All right, let me get you a piece here. Got your plate? There you go. Give that a try. Need some ketchup?
I do.
All right. Ketchup. The only thing that we eat with that. There you go. Rianna's pasty.
That is very, very good. The crust is very flaky and it's very, very, it's good.
It's good.
The meat is well cooked and it's well seasoned, and the carrots and potatoes, they have a nice softness to them, but not too soft, so I like it.
All right.
Everything is very well seasoned.
We have a winner and a thumbs up. So, if you liked our pasties today, made by Rianna, give us a thumbs up. Make sure you comment down below if you've ever had pasties and if you've had them another way perhaps. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. hit the bell notification so that you get notified when all of my videos come out. Y'all, I will see you on my next episode.